Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement, big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Bulldogs will kick this away to get us going. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Keeping it on the ground here. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Single back takes the handoff. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that previous play. They're going to run it. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Hey, they gave up some yards here, but, man, that's a pretty good job by this defense against the jet sweep. You see who was carrying the ball there? He can fly. I would argue he's the fastest guy on the field. So you don't give up the big play. You give up a few yards. I think that's a win for the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Because that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Caught quickly. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down.
You know, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Strong opening drive. This is play number 9, but it's 3rd down now. To throw, it's Collins. That pass is caught. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that 1st down.
And here's the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Defense trying to hang on. The 12th play of the drive here. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. And someone moved this a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Collins. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, when was the last time you saw an offense eat up the entire 1st quarter? Talk about moving the ball methodically down the field, and then eventually you're able to punch it in for a touchdown. This defense is going over to the sidelines just looking for answers.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tuggle. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On first down, it's play action. And they'll start off with a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Man, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage, but they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but okay, what they've done, planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
Ball handed off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Second down.
Here comes a handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, LSU.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to fourth down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, you get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that first down.
The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. First and goal, handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And they'll get him down that time.
Wow, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Bringing it out, it's Tuggle. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. The completion makes it 2nd and short. Back to pass. It's Rashada. The ball is caught. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
You call it quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? He's going to hand this off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Scanning the field, it's Collins. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Ball handed off. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And the ball is hauled in. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. Quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
They've converted both previous 4th down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? There's the handoff. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the 1st half, backed up near their own end zone. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down after a short gain there. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime.
Timeout, LSU.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. To throw, it's Collins. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Pickup of 12. That's a 1st down for the offense.
The corner's now playing a couple of yards off the ball. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the 2nd half underway. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run the option. He'll toss it to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. To throw, it's Rashada. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Coverage team brings down the returner. Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This has been an uphill battle for both offenses. Let's see if they can get it going this time. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Gives it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Can he make it to the marker? Fighting off the defender. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Collins. The short completion to the tight end. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Boy, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that 1st down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. And now you want to see throws like this. It'd be a great complement to that running game. And then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. To the air, it's Collins. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead, so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
And the PAT puts them up 17 now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
LSU 17, Georgia 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. Back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. Dogs looking to run some tempo here.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. To the air, it's Rashada. Makes a quick catch. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, LSU 17, Georgia 0.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Back to throw again. This pass is caught. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. One of those critical third down plays coming up. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on over.
And he lofts it deep over the middle. Touchdown, Dogs. No chance to catch him.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
BAT makes it a 17-7 game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Receiver in motion now. They'll try the right here. Good enough for first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
So one play moves the ball to the 41. Another first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Dropping back, it's Collins. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and it'll cost the offense 5. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's found some room at the 45. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
I love it. 3rd down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in his football game in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Oh, the ball is not free. Who's got it? The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a 2nd down. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Big 3rd down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Catch hauled in here over the middle and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to run it here. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tuggle. Tackled at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here, just playing for pride at this point. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to throw. It's Rashada. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete.
It leads to second down.
Important second down play coming up. Looking to chuck it again. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, LSU.
Wow, that's a risky throw here, so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception, Chris. Sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score LSU.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Number 32 set to kick this one away.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to begin with good field position.
First and 10.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Looking for his big tight end. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
So the win streak continues. Kirk, this team could have gone either way after that loss. They have regrouped and responded really well.
I think it's important to reference that loss, Chris, from a few weeks ago, but that's now a distant memory. This team right now is firing on all cylinders, and it's going to be exciting to see how they close out the season and see if they can make a run and see if they can make it tough on the CFP committee on whether or not they get a shot.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.